Why are we eating ice cream before recording a podcast?
It's the ASMR, isn't it? Eating Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
The following is a No Please Don't Podcast Network production. Please visit us at www.nopleasedon'tpodcast.com for more.
It's more confusing than Inception, harder than an erection. It's cooler than Andre 3000. Oh, let's get ready for Sweet Connection.
Could it get worse? Let's find out.
Hello and welcome to Sweet Connection. I'm your host, Kat. With me today is Jason Lewis. Jason, why is it so fucking hot?
Oh, it's too hot.
Fortunately, we have ice cream though. Sponsored by Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Maybe save the ice cream for after the show.
Listen to people eat is like trending at the minute, and we're down with the kids.
If you say the words "down with the kids," trust me, you're not down with the kids. That's the acid test. How have you been?
All right.
Yeah?
Sweating my nuts off.
It's been fucking hot, isn't it? Hot and bothered. We've had
two barbecues in 2 days, though.
Have you?
3 barbecues in a week.
Oh.
Crazy. Living the high life. So happens when you're like me.
Your cholesterol will not be thanking you, though, will it?
Ah, well.
So
is
your
cholesterol even real? I've never seen it.
So your blood is 90% sausage meat at the moment, isn't it? Which is up from the 70% it was last month. So we're having a bit of a heat wave at the moment, as is most of Europe.
Too hot.
It's too hot, isn't it?
Well, it's not as bad as the French.
No,
their temperatures reached the 40s, isn't it?
They've had 3 people die. When people start dying because of the heat, that's when you know it's pretty hot.
How do you die from 40 degrees?
You die of heat stroke, don't you? Well, it's usually if you're old and infirm and you go into like heat shock and your body shuts down. It's like the same as being really, really cold can kill you. Being suddenly very, very hot, and if you're like sort of dehydrated and you pass out, you just don't wake up. So yeah, very, very hot at the moment. It is because of the Sahara bubble. Have you heard of that? So it's a big wave of hot air coming from the Sahara. It's obviously quite a hot, dry place, which is basically roasting us all.
Do you know why it's got over here?
Global warming.
Because it's a flat Earth.
It's the Earth with a bowl of porridge. What have you been doing in the sun? Having barbecues by the
Sitting
sound
in
of
the
it?
shade.
Sitting in
That's
the
what
shade.
I've been doing.
I made the mistake of...
I can see.
This weekend, I spent a lot of time sitting out in the garden reading a book, shirt undone. So I was going to slowly unveil
You look
the
horrendous.
extent of the sunburn.
Oh, no. You look a drumstick. You can tell you've been sitting because your moobs are sort of...
Okay, sorry. Moobs is the wrong word. Because of my rather large pecs, there is a bit of skin underneath the chest, which is completely white. So I do look a bit like a drumstick lolly.
I've been diving into a kid's paddling ball today.
Have you?
Yeah, just pretending to be in goal and just diving in.
Great.
That's all right.
So far, I'm okay, but it's a little bit tender.
Can't wait to slap your chest.
You're not slapping. Oh! When we reach 1 million downloads, I'll let you slap my sunburn.
What if it's in the winter?
Well, that's your problem, not mine.
What we at, like 9 million?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's been pretty fucking hot. Have you...
Oh, I spilled ice cream on my chest.
Wow.
That's this t-shirt ruined.
Speaking of the hot weather, I did read something in the paper yesterday.
How old are you?
And not an actual paper. It was on my phone, obviously. I'm not a granddad. It was about a phenomenon known as summer penis. Can you take a guess at what you think summer penis is?
Everyone gets their winkies out?
No.
People want their winkies?
It's a thing that happens.
They get bigger?
It gets bigger.
Oh.
Because it hangs further in the heat. And apparently that's something will happen to your penis. Wow. Summer penis. So...
Thank God I'm going commando today.
So when it starts to like poke out of your shorts.
Tuck it in my sock.
That's good ice cream.
It's a bit too chocolate for me.
What? Stop eating into the microphone.
It's a bit chocolatey for me.
Really? No one has ever complained of chocolate ice cream being too chocolatey. I think you're a man who likes chocolate, Jason.
Not chocolate ice cream or chocolate drinks.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't get a nice chocolate milkshake from McDonald's?
Nah, hate it.
Really?
Yeah.
What's it called that?
Hot chocolate. Ugh. Not for me.
I don't like hot chocolate, but
Speaking
I like
of
drinking
hot, where's
chocolate.
my tea?
You want a cup of tea in this weather?
Well, if you're offering.
No.
All right. Sorry, you were saying?
What was I saying?
I don't know, something about chocolate.
Something about chocolate. I can't remember.
Something about chocolate, hot chocolate I was saying, then you were about to say something.
Oh, yeah. I was saying that I hate most hot chocolates, but I like drinking chocolate, which is just a separate thing that you use with milk, as opposed to hot chocolate, which you use with water. I fucking hate hot chocolate.
Instant hot chocolate made with
it's
hot
just
water.
really water. It's like fucking drinking pond water. It's fucking, it's great. It's really
done
thin.
that?
I have done that.
What?
But anyway.
Hold on. When did you drink pond water?
It was a very hard stage in my life, right?
Was it today when you were burning your chest?
No.
And you're like, I need water! And then just dumped in the pond.
So I just dived into the pond.
Yeah.
Head first.
Yeah, well, you were so little you could probably drown in your pond. Yeah.
As we clarified last week, I'm 5'9" tall.
No, you're not.
That's all the listeners will ever know.
He's 5'6" on a good day. With summer penis.
I'm not 5 foot. Yeah. A penis is not 5'6", so can I clarify that?
No, but it gives you a couple of inches on your height.
We are now on Advertisecast. Do you know what that is? So we are...
Are we making some sweet pennies?
We are open to advertisers.
Honestly,
so
anything you want to advertise.
anything.
Anything.
We'll sell out immediately.
Any product you want me to try for money, anything.
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 So if you want
Smut podcast, if you're listening, anything.
If you want to advertise with the show, you can reach us at thesweetconnection at outlook.com or visit our page on Advertisecast.
And we're both salesmen, so we'll do very good.
I'm not a salesman.
Oh,
I used to be a salesman. I used to work in sales.
Oh,
Anyway.
Well, I'm a salesman, so and a very good one.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Speaking of sales, how's your new job going?
Alright, yeah, going well.
Great.
Hitting targets.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going alright. Still got the bus, party bus.
Yeah.
I haven't got my
How's that
car
going?
yet. It's alright, and I had to do a long drive last week, and the massaging seats come in handy. Just sitting there getting bored, I was like, zzz, on my back, I was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great. Well,
Sweet sensation. Oh no, that's not it.
Sweet Connection?
Sweet connection.
Did you misremember the name of your own podcast?
That's
We're
not
not called
mine,
Sweet
is it?
Sensation.
I'm still a guest, apparently.
You are still a guest. But yeah, Laura rather insulted me today.
It's not the first time.
She didn't
It'll be the
mean to
last.
insult me, but it sort of came off as an insult.
Let me
And
guess. She called you a midget.
And I want to... No, she didn't say that.
She called you an egg.
No. And I wanted to see what you think, whether this was an insult or a compliment. We were looking at photos of a friend's wedding, and we were just commenting on the fact that she's gotten a little bit larger since we last saw her, which is fine. She was having some of her wedding photos, and Laura said that because she's sat next to skinny people, she looks bigger in comparison. And then she said, that's why I like having my photo taken with you, Ben, because I look slimmer in comparison. I was just like, wait a sec, what you're insinuating is that you like being in photos next to me because I make you look slimmer.
Well, it's that.
Therefore insinuating that I am fat.
Well, no, you're just bigger, aren't you?
That's not how it came
You're
off
like
in the
you're
thing.
like a 5'5" Hulk.
Because she made like a sort of arm movement, like this.
Big.
So she put her arms out and says, because you're like this, Ben.
You're this big, Ben, and I'm this big.
So I found that rather
To
insulting.
be fair, I like to take a picture of you because I look like a fucking giant. Because you're 5'5".
You look like the Big Show from wrestling. Well, it's the Big Show.
I don't know anything about wrestling. Don't know who that is.
Anyway, he's a big guy, doesn't matter. Anyway, I went for a curry Friday.
Alright. Is that why you're so red?
No, but since I had that curry on Friday, I went to the toilet 4 times yesterday, and I've been 4 times today, and I'm convinced it's because of that. That is not normal. Should I be concerned?
Oh, depends. Are you standing up?
Am I standing up? What do you mean?
What's having a poo?
No.
Then you're fine.
Sorry, I'm very confused here. What does that mean?
Well, exactly. If you stood up pooing, you know there's a problem. Am I wrong?
Why would you be standing up while taking a poo?
Disorientated.
Okay, fair enough. No, I wasn't doing that.
Okay.
I was voluntarily going to the toilet
Okay.
4 times today, which is highly irregular for me. I'm a very regular man.
Like clockwork, aren't you? Like a German train.
Like a German train, yeah. But also, I'm going to a second curry this Friday as well.
Thanks for the invite.
It's for rugby, mate. You're not invited.
Oh, you don't go
You're
to
not-
rugby.
I do play rugby.
This is the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard in my life. Where's your kit? Go show me your kit.
They don't issue kits.
Oh yeah.
I've got the shorts.
I just turn up in what I like.
I've
It's not
got-
a real team, is it?
It's all in my head.
You just turn up to the park whilst the rugby game's going on, and you're in the park next to them, just like pretending you're playing, running up and down. Like a dog chasing a frisbee.
I've got a rugby ball in my garden. You've seen that. You threw it over the fence last week.
I did, didn't I?
You did.
That's funny.
Why
Excuse me, can I have a ball back, please?
Why would I have a rugby ball?
I've got a tennis ball at my house. Do you think I play tennis?
That's a very good point. So why do you have a tennis ball in your
Play
garden?
catch.
Okay. Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You do. I want video evidence of you playing rugby.
There's photographic evidence I can show you. Not right this second, but I'll do it after the show.
Yeah, when I Photoshop my face on.
So,
When I Photoshop my shop on a Johnny Wilkinson.
on the England, like 2003.
Yeah.
And it's
We're doing
and
7.
And it's like a real bad Photoshop, Microsoft Paint job.
It's still got the board on the wall behind you. It's got the Sweet Connection poster behind you.
I've got the microphone in front of me. I've got the headphones on. It's like,
I believe you now.
So last night I went out. Big shock there.
Shocker.
Big shock there. But also went to the local club. I was cornered by an old teacher who wanted to talk about chlamydia.
Oh.
There was 3 of them standing outside the toilets with clipboards. Wanting
teachers or just 3 people? One of them was a teacher.
One of them was an old teacher from high school. We had a long conversation about chlamydia.
Did you say
at
look,
3 in
miss,
the morning.
Right? Honestly,
And she wanted me to
I
pee
don't
into
want
a
it
pot.
from you, miss. All right, just back off.
I didn't do the thing.
All you do is wank into a sock.
Sorry, the sample they were asked for was not a sperm
Urine,
sample.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's a urine sample. No one's wanking into a sock.
Last time they asked me to do that, I shat on it.
Then you sort of hand it back and it's got shit down the sides and on the lid and on your hand.
No, that's you, mate.
That's me.
There you go.
They're just like, this isn't even a hospital. This is a post office. Would you please post that to the hospital?
Did you get a sperm key ring?
I didn't do it.
Did I just nick one anyway?
They didn't give out sperm key rings.
Oh, ridiculous. Jay, if I was on a night out and I was intoxicated, like I normally am, I
You
would
are
probably
not.
kick off if they were doing that.
Why'd you kick off?
Oh, it's just back off. They're almost as bad as people that steal money on the street to give to charity when you know full well they won't give to charity. Like, you know full well they're not going to send off my urine for testing. They're going to drink it or something.
Sorry, what? Who wants to drink your urine?
These bloody chlamydia people.
Why do they want to drink your urine?
Because they're weird.
So they're going to sell your urine on the internet?
Yeah, probably. Or like use it so they can pass the drugs test. But if they'd have done your urine sample, jokes on them, they would have failed.
I'm not on any drugs. The only
Just
drug,
good time.
the only drug I'm high on is life. If I ever say that again, you have my permission to punch me in the face. Right?
So what are you high on, mate?
Cocaine. Sponsored. Sweet Connection, sponsored by cocaine.
I take no part in that. Drugs are for mugs.
That's almost as bad as being high on life, I think. So what else have we done this week?
I was on a training course.
How was that?
It was, 4-star hotel.
Yeah.
Hot breakfast, hot lunch every day. It was quite nice.
Yeah.
Next door to a Sainsbury's. Learnt a lot. That's about it, really.
Why
That's all
did
I
you
can
tell
say.
me that it's next door to a Sainsbury's? How is that relevant to the story?
I got meal deals in the evening.
Oh, okay. So you had a hot breakfast, a hot lunch, and you got a Sainsbury's meal deal.
Yeah, and Sainsbury's meal deals are probably the worst out of the supermarket meal deal collection, I'd say.
So what's the best meal deal? Probably Tesco's. Because you get £3,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's Tesco's or Morrison's. They're quite good. Morrison's for the sandwiches, Tesco's for the price. You said they're £3. Asda, I think we're alright. I never had an Asda. We don't have an Asda here.
Neither
Boots is up there.
Really?
Yeah, Boots do a
Didn't
cracking
even
meal
know
deal.
they sell food in Boots.
Yeah, Boots do a cracking meal
Why would you
deal.
go to Boots for a
Sainsbury's
sandwich?
though, bottom of the barrel. Sainsbury's, if you're listening, sort your act out.
And maybe you should go... You gonna do it on Sainsbury's?
Nah.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, some improvement needed.
I'm sure the Sainsbury's CEOs will be listening to this and they'll take that on board.
Well, if he is listening, the CEO of Sainsbury's should go fuck himself.
Sweet connection telling you to go and fuck yourself.
Or herself.
Probably himself. I think most CEOs are generally old white men. No,
It's a bit sexist.
no, it's not a second. It's true, but it's also a
Ooh.
bad thing. There should be more female CEOs.
Why don't you apply for one then?
I'm not a female. I'm neither a female nor a CEO.
Speaking of gender equality,
Oh yeah, this will be good.
This is good.
This will be good.
Adidas has promised to give the winners of the Women's World Cup the same amount of prize money as they did the men's team.
Okay.
So, typical women's footballer earns about 60 grand a year. And I think
That's not bad though, to be fair.
Well, I wouldn't say no to that. But
No.
the men's French team that won the World Cup got a few million each. So, this would be a cracking payout for whoever wins the Women's World Cup.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah.
very good.
Which England are in the semi-final.
Have you been watching it?
I caught the end of games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the England game against Cameroon and all the Cameroon players were kicking
Oh
off.
my
Did you hear about
god! Yeah,
And
they can go fuck themselves. I tell you what, they were awful. They
That
were
was just
spit. They
horrendous.
spat.
Spitting, elbowing, and
Yeah, hacking.
and Hakuna Matata, and
They got very, very upset by 2 VAR decisions, which is the virtual assistant referee.
yeah.
So basically, we scored a goal, which was called as offside by the linesman, but then they checked it on the TV, and they were in fact onside. So then the goal stood. Then they found very...
I just don't think they understood the rules.
They didn't understand the rules, because also they then passed it back to their goalkeeper, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then the goalkeeper picked it up, not realising that a defender literally passes you the ball, you can't pick it up. And then they conceded an indirect free kick like 6 yards from the goal.
Yeah.
I've never seen that in a men's game.
I've seen it. Arsenal done it.
You wouldn't see that in a World Cup though for the men's, would you?
No, we shouldn't see it anywhere. Really.
Exactly, because it's Sunday League stuff.
Yeah.
It's less than Sunday League stuff.
Kid stuff, isn't it, really?
It literally is kid stuff. So that fucking Cameroon manager, what a prick.
But yeah, football's coming home.
So I'm glad that we Sutton free now. Except probably not, because we're gonna face.
We've got the USA in the semi-final, and USA are like
And as
the
we
best team ever.
clarified, they are the best team.
Well,
Have we got a chance though?
there's an upset on the cards. They've got to lose at some point.
Have they lost before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Neville, you're the one. You still turn me on. Football's coming home again.
For the Women's World Cup.
Oh, well, if they win it, they can piss all over the men, can't they?
In Wembley Stadium, they can literally do a golden shower over Gareth
mate,
Southgate.
come on. Oh, Southgate. Southgate, you're the one.
Just imagine all of the piss going onto his waistcoat.
You've got some sick fetishes. Fuck now. Let's leave it in.
Shut the window, please.
Oh, I'm going to kick off. Shh. God, do they not know who we are?
I don't think anybody knows who
Do they
we
not
are.
know that we're recording a multi-million-pound show? Oh, sorry about that, everyone.
Anyway, carrying on.
Are you leaving that in?
I'll leave parts of it in, who knows? But Jason, a few weeks ago you were saying about your time hop on your Twitter.
yeah, I
do
knew
you
you'd
want to
bring
have a
that
look? Do you want to have a look and see if there's any gold on your time hop?
I screenshot one the other day, and then I deleted it again, I think, so this will be interesting. Yeah, it basically said, like this post, and I'll tell you what I think of you. Do you remember doing them at school?
I didn't, because I wasn't a fucking basic
You had no
bitch.
friends.
That as well, yeah. I wasn't allowed on social media.
You know?
No, because I was.
Right, let me have a look at the time hop today, see if anything comes up. It's fucking hot in here, Ben.
It is hot, isn't it?
We should invest in some fans. How many have we got on the internet?
Any time today.
3 years ago, at 20 to 3 in the morning, must have been a night out.
Yeah.
How's his hair on football? The only 3 things I really talk about, okay?
So you were even less interesting 3 years ago.
Yeah. Today I shook hands with John Ruddy, professional footballer.
Is he?
I met him once.
Who does he play
He's
for?
played for Norwich. He now plays for Wolves.
Okay.
8 years ago, do you remember Schmosh on YouTube?
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, I tweeted them saying, would you two move to England? Hashtag lunchtime. What was the hashtag?
That's a mystery.
I tweeted that at 20 to 6 in the afternoon, in the evening. So it went lunchtime here. But yeah, that's about it. So what's the date today? 30th of June in my lifetime's been a bit boring. Any goals I got during the week, I'll let you know.
Yeah, good.
It's bloody hot in here, I'm sweating.
Sweating like a pedo in a playground?
That's disgusting. Sweating like Ben in a brothel.
I would not sweat after 30 seconds of work, trust me. That includes the cigarette afterwards.
Oh, what's really funny?
Can you smoke in brothels, do you reckon?
I don't know.
Do you reckon they have, like, smoking standards?
Depends what
that
country, because it's in the UK, you can't smoke in, like, places like that, can you? What was really funny, Ben, at your barbecue last week, and when you done this, me and Cassandra just sort of stopped and stared at each other, because, you know, you always say you look like a white supremacist, and you act like a white supremacist, but you're not one.
Sorry, what do you mean act like a white supremacist?
Well,
I don't
get
act
onto
like a
that.
white supremacist.
You just whacked out a cigar and just started smoking it in front of everyone. Just cash. And me and Taj looked at each other like, what the fuck?
How was that linked to me being a white supremacist
'Cause
or
you've
not
got
in
the
this case?
Tosca shaved inside your head at
What?
the same time.
I've got that, I know, but I was young.
God, you're disgusting. But no, it was just funny that you just whacked out a cigar.
Why was
You
that?
don't even smoke, do you?
Well, obviously, I do smoke cigars, don't I?
Well, it might ruin your rugby career if you carry on like that.
I
You
doubt
won't be allowed to play in this park.
There are many reasons why I shouldn't be allowed to play in that park, right? Rugby's not one of them. We're going to do Cat's comment corner. Pause while editing the theme tune.
Pause!
90 degrees, that's the corner. Type of setting, that's the corner. Hurt your enemy, that's the corner. Cat's comment corner. That's the real corner.
So,
Why did you say that? Why don't you just go silent?
I don't know. It's always good to see how the sausage is made. Anyway,
Disgusting.
carrying on. So, are you aware of roasting?
Yes. I do it to you every week.
Yeah.
You do it to me every week.
And we record it.
Yeah.
Okay, but there are some Facebook pages where you can go and you can put up a photo of yourself and
Yeah,
ask people
it's a bit like the meal deals
and ask people to roast
roast
them.
Plate, all that lot.
And obviously they're
we spoke about these a lot on the show.
they're fairly brutal. So I'm just going to read you.
Are these
through.
like the roast my selfies?
Sort of, yeah. We've got a photo of two pretty average looking girls, and someone's put, "Hey, look, 2 5s make a 10." Always good. I can't tell which one of you is the ugly friend. Got a photo of a girl with lots of makeup. Now, this is actually quite sort of like cuts deep, I think, this one. Someone says, which is heavier? The amount of makeup on your face or the disappointment guys have when they see you without it? Fucking hell. Even for the internet, that's a bit much, isn't
That's
it?
a bit harsh, isn't it?
Got a photo of a guy with long hair and a beard. And someone says, are you trying to rock the Kurt Cobain look? You've almost got it, just need the shotgun. Oh, good on him. And we've got a picture of a young black teenager wearing a Batman shirt. And someone's put, the only thing you have in common with Batman is your lack of parents.
Oh, come on.
And then someone else commented underneath that saying, you look like the guy who played Yu-Gi-Oh! During lunch in high school.
We all had them. Ben was one of them.
I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah,
I used to go to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Club.
Of course you did.
What? I was in primary school at the time.
Was it a bit like rugby club? Did actually happen? You just watched them do it from afar.
I was sat by myself rocking in a chair and I just hallucinated the entire thing. It's like this show, alright? It isn't actually real, it's just me rocking in a chair hallucinating that I've got a podcast.
Yeah, I'm actually just trapped there. You just force me to speak every week. You don't actually put it on the internet, do you? Well, I wouldn't know because I don't listen. This could just be a complete waste of my time, and I wouldn't know.
That's a very good point.
It's just Mike even on.
I've just been storing like the past 45 episodes worth of content, just for, I don't know, for some nefarious purposes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to send it to your
Do it
work.
whilst you're stroking your face with a knife.
I'm just going to send it to your work and get you fired.
Oh, great. If I'm going down, you're coming down with me.
That's fine. There's more than enough in here to convict both of us, shall we say? Oh, it's fucking hot in here, so we're going to wrap it up so we can go.
We've got any emails?
No, it's going to be
No one fucking emails us.
We had an email last week.
Remember, if you need us to sell your product, email us at
thesweetconnection@outlook.com.
please. We need some money.
Please, sir, can I have some advertisements?
Honestly, a couple of grand, I'll do anything.
I think you're aiming pretty high.
Reach for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll fall for the stars.
The moon's closer than the stars, you realise
Ah,
that?
fuck. Reach for the stars, because even if you miss, you'll fall to the moon.
And then die of asphyxiation.
Oh, you know what? There's no pleasing you, is there?
Wait a sec, so is the moon flat as well? So if the Earth is a bowl of porridge, is the moon like a...
What do they say about that then?
But what?
What did flat earthers say? Because the moon's round, because we see the moon.
I saw someone ask them on Twitter, they said, what shape is Mars and the moon? And they said that Mars and the moon have been observed to be round. Apply that same logic to your own planet, I would say.
What do they think? Oh, this is a good one. What do flat earthers believe is on the other side of the earth?
What do you mean the other side of the
So
Earth?
if it's
Oh,
flat-
what, the underbelly of the bowl of porridge.
Yeah. I might become a flat earther.
I don't think it requires
seems
much
like
of
a
a
fun
test to
club.
pass. Okay, but also, what would happen if you just like sort of kept on digging and you just like fell out the bottom?
Where does the water go when it goes off the edge?
That's a very good point. We're going to have to get a flat earther and get him on the show.
Yeah, if only we knew one.
I'm sure we do know someone who's a flat earther. It wouldn't surprise me.
Are we going to get one on, Ben?
I'm not having one on the show.
Or we could just tell them to go fuck themselves and hang up on them. Calling all hashtag flat earthers. Is there anyone interested in joining us on a show on our podcast?
I'm not having anyone on the show.
We're going to get one.
We're going to end the show there. So I want to say thank you everyone for listening. Catch you next time.
Bye.
So, Jason, where can you get more Sweet Connection in your life?
Well, Ben, we are on Facebook at Sweet Connection Podcast, and we're also on Twitter at SweetC_podcast. So you can give us a like or a follow.
And you can also find us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and Podbean. So if you enjoyed the show, you can give us a rating or a review or recommend to a friend.
And if you wanted to email in a topic or a question or just say hi, it's thesweetconnection@outlook.com.
And if you like this show, you should definitely check out all the other amazing podcasts on the No Please Don't Network. Visit www.nopleasedon'tpodcast.com. Massive thanks to CIPP and Carlyle Laurent for all of our jingles. Thank you for listening and catch you next time.
Sweet connection.